Well, good morning and welcome to a special Saturday morning edition. I was not going to do a video this morning, a live stream. In fact, I have my camera packed away in the bag, getting ready for my trip, all ready to go. And then I started digging in some numbers this morning, my little morning routine. And I thought, wait a minute, I see something here. And I got to tell you guys what's going on. And a couple other things on a personal note. You know, it rained last night and these phones have these emergency alerts. I mean, and it is loud, just screaming, right? Why do you need to tell me at 1:30 in the morning it's freaking raining? I wake up, I'm trying to turn the phone off. Now, I have my phone on now because my niece just had her baby up in Seattle. That's all we know. We don't know if it's a boy or a girl yet. We're thinking it's a boy. So I'm leaving my phone on and I'm waiting for my brother to let me know. But here's the numbers. We have 7,403 homes on the market today, and that's much higher, much higher than what we've seen. We were seeing maybe 69, 7,100. But here's what jumped out at me. A little 7-day moving average that I tracked. 4,149 homes came under contract, or got listed. I'm all tongue-tied. 3,891 went under contract. That's only a difference of 258. Let me show you what jumped out at me. And you know the blue line, this is a number of listings that are coming up. The yellow line is homes under contract. And the video I had the other day was questioning whether or not there really was a slowdown. And so I've moved the red line down here so that we can see it. If I move it up like where we are right now, you can see that we've really only dipped from a high of this to down there. But here's the interesting thing that jumped out at me. It's like, wait a minute. It looks to me like contracts are trying to stay at pace with the new listings as they're coming on. They're not catching up to them, but they're certainly not going down. And this is a little bit of a jump just on a 7-day moving average, which simply means there were more homes that went under contract on Friday. So the difference was 3870 yesterday, and today it's 3891. It's subtle, it's small, but the trend is up. And the reason that I question that is simply because all the media and all the news and everything that we see, everybody's saying, you know, buyers are backing off. We have buyer fatigue, and but I'm not seeing it, at least not today. So I want to take a look. So I went to my favorite source, which is the Cromford report this morning. I want to see what they had to say. And sometimes they don't comment every day, so I log on and go, well, there's nothing new there. But lo and behold, they put out their Cromford market index by city. But down here, it says, oh, wait, it's here. It's a girl. That's a shocker. Holy cow. And I'm going to tell her, holy cow. So you heard it live, folks. It's a girl. She was convinced it was a boy because it was pretty big. Congratulations, Lacey. That's awesome. I'll tell my brother he's live. Anyway, where was I? So it's interesting. It says that the table's gradually starting to show a de-acceleration on the cooling of the market. That's what I think I'm seeing in that chart. Everybody says it's cooling, kind of coming back a little bit. I did question whether or not we would start to see a yo-yo market or not. Maybe we are. I don't know. Scottsdale has joined Cave Creek in showing a positive change in the CMI over the past month. And it says supply is still growing in the vast majority of locations, but demand is also starting to increase in many of those. That's interesting, isn't it? So where is the demand increasing and what's really going on? Because when we look at actual listings that are out there, and we're still showing on a total down here at 6583, they haven't updated, they update it weekly. So this is August 7th, and they're saying it's 6,583. And this is 2020, so in total, we haven't surpassed that. But here's the kicker. When you get down to certain price ranges, listings have doubled. And I'm going to pull that up here for you. And those of you that watched me do this before know that sometimes it just goes kind of slow. So between 400 and 500,000, what's going on out there? I'm going to pull this up. And you can see that in May, That's when things were really wicked, and there was all these bidding wars and waiving of appraisals, and there's still a bunch of that going on right now. But in May, we had 693 in that price range, and now we have 1,294. They have doubled in that price range. If we go to $500,000 and $600,000, we see that in May we had 444, and now we have 779. The price range that's really feeling it, the number of listings coming on, is the one between 600 and 800,000. Look at this. In May, we had 562. Now we have 947. We are right there with 2019 levels. So why isn't the total inventory number way up there? Well, it's because in above $1 million, there aren't very many homes on the market, and we do have a lot of homes here above $1 million, and they're just not being listed. And the over 55 communities are not putting their homes on the market, so there's a shortage there. But in what I'm just going to say, the general market, we're just seeing a lot of homes coming on in those particular price ranges. So it's going to feel like sales are slow. Yet the chart is showing you that sales aren't slow. It's just people are out there. They have more choices today. So I see this weekend was 7403. So there's more choices. So it's going to feel like the market has really ground to a halt. But instead of going into a neighborhood and looking at the 2 homes that were for sale, now they can go in and see the 10 homes that are for sale. So I'm going to really take a close look at these numbers on the 7-day moving average and see if they are going to change or not. With interest rates still being low, there's going to be activity out there. So the inventory coming up, I believe, is still going to start climbing enough to where it'll be even easier to buy in October than it is right now, but not if sales start to climb. So we're really going to have to take a close eye on those numbers and see what's going on. This is very, very, very interesting. Put out a survey the other day saying, do you live in Phoenix? Do you want to live in Phoenix? And I think we had results that said something like 25% of you said you don't live in Phoenix, and 27% of you said you'd like to move to Phoenix or to Arizona in general. I thought that was an interesting survey. So I will be back on, I don't know, maybe Tuesday morning, depending on my connection. Until then, everybody have a fabulous and wonderful weekend. And boy, was it wet last night. I know, they told me. See ya.